We spend the first half of our lives waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the timing to feel perfect, waiting for some sign from the universe. But here's the cold, hard truth. No one is coming. No one is coming to hand you a map. No one is coming to pull you out of your comfort zone. And no one is coming to write your business plan or script your next chapter. The transformation you want, the best life you talk about creating, starts and ends with one person. You. Hi, this is Mike. I'm 49. I used to be unhealthy and unmotivated. Then I spent over 20 years improving my life, and in my 40s became a martial artist, personal trainer, and entrepreneur. This is for the lifelong learner who's too old for egos, but too young to quit. Today's video is about a reality that hits differently when you reach middle age. No one is going to save you. By this stage of life, the cavalry isn't coming. You are the cavalry. We often struggle with what I call the waiting room mentality, where we think someone will eventually notice our potential and hand us the keys to the kingdom. Today, I want to talk about trading the hope of being saved for the power of self-reliance. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to move past the waiting phase and step into direct, decisive action. So let's dive in. Here's the thing. Your brain is often your worst negotiator. Most of us make decisions based on how we feel in the moment, rather than what aligns with our long-term goals. And this is exactly where self-reliance begins, by acknowledging that feeling, and then making the conscious decision to ignore it. You're likely waiting to feel like doing the work, but let's be brutally honest. You are never going to feel like doing the hard things required to get what you want. Whether it's Bruce Lee talking about discipline or James Clear breaking down systems, the message is the same. You have to push yourself because your feelings are hardwired for comfort, not for growth. It wasn't until I stopped negotiating with my feelings, until I stopped asking my emotions for permission, that I actually started living. I had to learn that waiting for motivation is just another form of waiting to be saved. And spoiler alert, that rescue never comes. Radical responsibility is the ultimate freedom. Both Stoicism and Taoism teach us that while we don't control the world around us, we absolutely control our response to it. Self-reliance is about becoming what I like to call your own inner governor. If you let the impulsive, tired, distracted version of yourself run the show, you're just going to watch the best years slip like sand through your fingers. Think about it this way. If you're managing a complex IT infrastructure, you want a smooth network. If there was a problem, you'd identify it, you'd isolate it, and you'd fix it. You have to do the same thing with yourself. You have to be the one to command yourself to get up, get focused, and get to work. You aren't a victim of your circumstances. You're the architect of your response. And here's the liberating part. Once you accept that, you stop looking for someone else to fix your problems. You become the solution. I want to take a quick pause here and talk about my new shop. Creating content is a grind, and you need to earn your effort every day. Check out the Do Your Best Everyday shop for gear for the journey, from athletic shirts to water bottles and mugs designed for the 40-plus mindset. There's free shipping on all orders, and I'll put a link in the description. There is a massive, almost tangible amount of liberation that comes when you finally stop looking at the door, waiting for help to walk through. When you truly accept that you are the only one responsible for your results, the power shifts back to you. And that shift changes everything. As Alex Hormozy or Jim Rohn would tell you, the world doesn't care about your intentions. It only cares about the value you provide and the results you deliver. We spend so much time waiting for a mentor to choose us, or a boss to promote us, or the universe to align. But self-reliance means you have to stop asking for permission and you have to start providing proof. When I stepped into the martial arts mats at 42 years old, no one was there to do the rounds for me. No one was there to absorb the lessons. I had to realize, and sometimes painfully, that my progress was mine alone to own. Once I stopped waiting for external validation, I started making real progress. Here's something nobody likes to talk about. Transformation isn't a straight line. When you get good at something, you will eventually hit a plateau, and things will get boring. This is where most people quit. They think the spark is gone, and they need a savior, a new shiny object, or a new quick fix. But a self-reliant person doesn't need an external spark to keep going. They carry the fire with them. Don't look for a way out of the struggle. Look for a way through it. Persistence isn't sexy, and it doesn't make for viral content. But it's the only thing that builds the life you want. When the work stops being exciting and starts being repetitive, that's when the real growth happens. That's when you prove to yourself that you're not dependent on motivation or external validation. You're self-reliant, and that is how you create your best life. So here's the hard truth. No one is coming to save you, but that realization is exactly where your freedom begins. We've spent this video solving the mystery of why so many of us stay stuck. We've been waiting for a rescue that was never part of the plan. To create your best life at this stage, you have to stop being the passenger and start being the driver. So, here's your actionable item for today. Pick up one project or habit you've been treating like a someday goal. Starting right now, not tomorrow, not Monday. Stop treating it as an option and start treating it as an obligation to your future self. Don't check your internal weather to see if you're in the mood. Don't wait for the stars to align. Just move the needle forward by 1 inch. Because that's how transformation actually happens. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe for more. Perhaps check out one of these other videos right here. This is Mike. Thanks for watching.